later on, but...
Gordon, so let me tell you what, everything you've been talking about's been a lie, baby. You saw Thunderbolt Patterson hold me, and you saw Ole Anderson hit me and hit me and hit me. Well, let me tell you something, Ole Anderson. You're going to be paid back. Look at my face. My face is still bruised from this. I promise you, Ole Anderson, you and Thunderbolt Patterson, you ain't through them yet. I'm going to get you if it's the last thing I do.
Now, wait just a minute. Just a minute.
They held me 2-on-1.
Wait a minute. You're saying they held you 2-on-1.
I'm saying it. You saw it with your own eyes, and you know they did.
Just stay here. Stay here, Mr. Hart. Let me ask Jim Reeves, our director, a question right now. Jim, is it possible that we could possibly sometime later in the program get a replay of that incident that occurred last week? It is. Okay, fine.
I hope you see this.
Fine.
You'll know it was 2-on-1 then.
Right, that's fine, Mr.
You'll know
Hart.
it is, and the whole world can see it, but I'm going to get even. I promise you that. I'll get even.
Yeah, you'll get even, all right. I'll check with my director, Jim Reeves. Jim, is that VTR ready?
Yes, it's ready.
Okay, fine. Mr. Hart, would you come over here, please?
Good. I want you, everybody, the millions of people out there to see these two guys attack me right here on national TV. Good. Roll this film. I can't
Well,
wait.
now, just a moment before we roll it. I'd just like to say that I think you owe everybody an apology.
An apology?
If in fact, Thunderbolt Patterson was not holding you. Let's take a look now. Let's go back 1 week to the situation that Mr. Hart claims to attacked him.
Let me tell you something, Ole Anderson. This is 1984, not 1954, baby. This is the future of professional wrestling. I can bring anybody, any place, anywhere in here that can whip you, and this man right here. Look at him, all dressed up with no place to go. Both of you are, man.
You know, there's only one thing I can say when I look at you. I get so a little bit disgusted. I've listened to
you want to hit me, don't you? I guess you want to knock this chip off my shoulder. Don't you? Don't you, Ole Anderson?
No, but I would like to take you.
Uh-oh. He's offering to take him in the ring. And Ole Anderson.
You know, you go ahead in the wrestling ring.
I'll sue you.
Hang up there. Shut up for about 5 seconds. Shut up and don't say a word.
Ain't near one of you.
You take the wrestler and you go ahead and you throw him in the ring and you wrestle him. But when you got a little weasel like Jimmy Hart, you don't worry about wrestling. You got to give him a message. You got to give him a message that you can take back to your people, right? So you get the camera right over here. Get the
Wow, brother. Wow. Open-handed slaps and...
I tell you, there's only one thing you can do. You maybe go ahead and insult him. Get him a little bit upset. Get him a little excited. Because I'm excited. And I'll be there. If anybody's going to get in there and try to tell me they're going to run me off or they're going to run Thunderbolt off or anybody else off, I don't care if you're from New York. I don't care if you're from Chicago. I don't care where you're from. The people right here aren't going to stand for it. And I sure as hell am not going to. And he's not going to. So you get your stuff together. You come on and get us. All right.
All right, there it is.
See, it took two of them. You saw Thunderbolt holding my feet right there. They didn't get a camera shot of Thunderbolt was holding my feet the whole time where I couldn't do anything. I couldn't kick him. I couldn't do anything. But listen, let me tell you. Come here, Abdullah the Butcher. Abdullah the Butcher, from now on, everywhere I go, I'm going to have me a bodyguard. Like I said, Ole Anderson, in this briefcase, baby, I've got two men's names. They are big and they are bad. And when the time's right, I'm going to unleash them on you and Thunderbolt Patterson. It was two of them holding my feet, baby.
Would you care to apologize, sir?
I'm not apologizing to anybody. If I had my karate belt on, they wouldn't have done it to me. But from now on, I'm going to pay them back, and that's a promise. It took two of them to jump me. Not one, but two. The camera didn't pick up Thunderbolt Patterson holding my feet, and you know it, Gordon.
Oh.
Come on, guys, come on.
Brother, you talk about a patent prevaricator. That man is indeed. He has a marked propensity for prevarication. Well, the assassin and Abdullah the Butcher moving out against Darren Smith and Terry Ellis. One fall television time remaining, and brother, they made short work of dropping those two out of the ring.
This is what it's going to be like from now on, baby. Whenever you get anybody in the first family, like I said, I have a lot of money and I have a lot of connections. Ole Anderson, you and Thunderbolt Patterson will never lay a hand on me again, and that's a promise.
Well, all right, it's Abdullah the Butcher now. There's Terry Ellis back in the ring, and it's Abdullah the Butcher. Wow, caught him with a shoulder smash, drove him back into the ropes. Terry Ellis in a lot of trouble. Another headbutt that puts Ellis back to the canvas. Darren Smith outside the ring, so it's the assassin and Abdullah the Butcher. Another headbutt by Abdullah the Butcher. Abdullah the Butcher, the wild man from the Sudan. Over 400 pounds, and brother, he is just as mean as he is big. Now the assassin moves in, and he is a very thorough competitor. High backdrop on Ellis. Ellis.
Where's Thunderbolt now? Where's Ole Anderson now? Where's Valiant? Where's Lawler? Where's everybody? Bring Brad Armstrong. Brad hangs the paper on, baby. Garvin. Like I said before, baby, I'm here to stay. I'm not going to be playing around out here, baby. I've got money. I've got connections. I've got everything. Gordon Soley, I promise you tried my patience today. You had really tried my patience. And last week, you didn't even jump in to help me 2-on-1. And what did you do? You stood over here hiding behind this desk. It's never going to happen to me again, and that's a promise. Mark my words on it. That's a promise.
My position, Mr. Hart, is an impartial observer. I'm not sure Mr. Hart would understand what I said, but nonetheless, Ellis makes the tag now with Darren Smith. Darren Smith moving in against a very formidable individual, an awesome man, Abdullah the Butcher. And again, Abdullah the Butcher puts Darren Smith back to the canvas. He has caught him several times in the throat, now makes the tag with the assassin. The assassin moves in, uses the back of the elbow very effectively. The assassin brings him up. A backbreaker. Brings him back up once again. Makes the tag with Abdullah the Butcher. Drops him to the canvas. He's got him trapped. The count is on. Ooh. 400 pounds crashing down on Darren Smith. Doesn't allow the pin. The man obviously is beaten. And it's Abdullah the Butcher. Again, crashing down into the throat and the head of Darren Smith. It's all over. It is all over. No opportunity at all for Darren Smith there.